구독, 좋아요 눌러주세요.
Welcome back to Get to Know, where you get to know the company, the business, and the people behind the business. Today, all the way from Singapore, let me introduce you to Sharon Rose Master Yijin Shin. Welcome onto the show.
Hello everyone, nice to meet you to our Atomy family in Atomy Oceania and also globally as well. I am a new Sharon Rose Master, Shin Yijin from Atomy Singapore.
Sharon Rose Master Yijin, what were you doing before you met Atomy?
Oh, I was actually a university student in National University of Singapore. I was actually studying political science back then, and I would say that I was a very, very passionate university student because all along it was really my dream to be studying political science, more in detail about international relations. So I was full of dreams, full of passion, excited to go out to the society back then. And when I entered my final semester, that was when the reality came right in, and I really started to think about what I would really do in the future. And when I actually got an offer for a job, it actually had a pretty little pay because it was a voluntary organization. And that was when I started to rethink about my future, and I realized that financial difficulties is something that will be living together with me for a long period of time if I were to not be able to, achieve financial freedom early in my age. So that was when I got introduced to Atomy by my mother. She was actually doing the Atomy business back then, and my whole family was using Atomy products. Personally, I was very satisfied with the products as well, but I did not know anything about the business actually. But when my mother actually told me about Atomy business, then I started to watch Atomy seminars, and I went over to Korea to attend the seminars, and that's when I decided to do Atomy business.
So how did you first transform between a consumer to a business member? Like, where was this consuming of products can turn into a business? Like, where was the moment in that?
Actually, it was really the last semester of my university when I started to look for jobs. Then that was when my mom actually told me that the brand that I have been using for a long period of time is actually something that I can do as a business. And that was when I decided to look into the marketing plan of the business because when I was looking for jobs, my mom actually gave me a reality check, and I started to think about not just financial freedom, but freedom of time as well. And when I first got to know about Atomy's marketing plan, I really liked the fact that it actually gives us a balanced life, not just freedom of financial difficulties, but also freedom of time. So I guess that was the moment that I really decided that it is worth spending the few years of my youth, of my 20s, in doing Atomy business.
In terms of the reality check, what were your other options, if I can ask?
Because I'm a Korean living in Singapore, I think because of the fact that I can speak both Korean and English as a native, that actually got me an offer from the Korean companies in Singapore as well. Other than that, because of my degree, I was offered jobs in voluntary organizations and international organizations as well. But the reason why I couldn't choose that, the reason why I chose Atomy over those is not because I gave up on my dreams, but actually because I heard our CEO's lecture saying that I can actually use Atomy as a tool to achieve my dream even faster. So that was when I decided that, if that's the case, why not I do the Atomy business first and achieve my financial freedom? And when I have the freedom of time, then that is when I can really go out to achieve my dreams, even bigger dreams actually. So that's why I decided that instead of working in the office, I chose to do the Atomy business. And when I first started, of course, many people didn't understand why I decided to do Atomy business. Many people told me that, oh, you studied so hard to get into the university, you get your degree, then now you want to do the direct selling business. Like, what are you actually thinking? Yeah, that was honestly the majority of opinion that I have gotten from the people around me. But to me, it was really to shorten the time that I will spend before I can actually achieve my dreams. If I were to talk about my dreams, I really want to have my own organization, to be volunteering, and I want to provide help to the needies all around the world actually. So for me to do that, of course, I will need some capital. And that was when I realized that just by working, I would take a long time, I would say a longer time to save up the money to actually achieve my dreams. But in Atomy, it allows us to do it in a much shorter period of time. So I remember when I went to watch the seminar and it was filled with people in their 40s or 50s, and I was one of the very few 20s watching the seminar. Then I was thinking, oh, if they spend about 10 years to actually achieve, become Imperial Master in Atomy, why not I challenge myself? They say that, people in 20s are people of digital age, right? And Atomy is an online business. So why not I try to do it, I challenge myself, and I do it within 5 years. So I think that was when I decided to really do Atomy as a full-time business and really set my goals to achieve my high goals, in a shorter period of time.
Did the experience and the teachings in uni help you in the Atomy business at all?
I guess it did kind of help when I tried to interact with my consumers, and actually when I tried to lead my partners to actually, achieve the goal together in terms of teamwork, then I guess it really helped.
Who was the first person you shared Atomy with and why?
The first person that I ran over to is actually my best friend for 10 years. So we went to the same secondary school, and then we studied a junior high school together as well, and we went into the same university. We were in the same dormitory. So this best friend of mine, she was studying nursing in university, and from what I heard from my mom about how I should go about doing the business and sharing about Atomy, she emphasized that I should share it to someone that is filled with love. So my best friend was the first one that I thought of because she's really someone that is filled with love. She cares so much about the family and she cares so much about the people in the society. That's the reason why she was studying nursing, and she had a lot of passion in it. So I went to her, shared with her about Atomy. So for her, she told me that it was indeed a great business because what we do in Atomy is basically help the people around us. Just give the information to the people around us about this absolute quality and absolute price products. So that was when, she decided that, okay, I will try the products. I will share about the products to my family as well. And till now, she is one of my very, very loyal consumer.
So Master Yijin, what is your vision for the future?
So like I've mentioned before, my mom was already doing the Atomy business herself. And from what I saw from the side, I realized that, she was doing the business pretty much alone. So she was having her friends to come over, and she was the only one who doing the explanations. And because when my mom brought us to Singapore, she was not an excellent, English speaker, but she was she speaks more Korean language. So when she tried to explain about the Atomy products or the system to her Singaporean friends, then I realized that she was struggling quite a bit. So that actually made me want to help her to actually help her to actually explain about the products and the system to her friends. And that was when I realized that in order for me to help her, I myself need to know about the products and I myself need to know about the system first. So the very first seminar that I attended with my mom in Singapore was actually because I did not want my mom to be, sitting alone in the seminar, going to the seminars alone, while other people are there together with their sponsors and partners. So that was when I decided, okay, like I want to go to the seminar with my mom. And when I went there, then yes, the CEO's lecture actually got me. I really, really see myself becoming an Imperial Master together with my mom and together with my partners as well. Actually, Atomy to me, me and my mom always talk about this every day. Every day we tell ourselves that we don't have to earn anything from Atomy because actually thanks to Atomy, we have already improved so much in terms of our lifestyle, in terms of our skin, in terms of our health. We improved really so much. So we don't need to earn money from Atomy, but rather like we are already very thankful to Atomy. So the vision is really not just for me to become an Imperial Master, but for people like my mom, who have been housewives, for them, this is really a business that they can do that actually proves that they as a person can also achieve many more things in life. And like it is not just the end when you raise your kid and your kid goes to university. That is not the end of your life, you see. So whenever I see my mother doing the business with passion, calling with her partners, calling with her sponsors, I feel very, very energized because I feel like I'm looking at her as a woman herself who is very, very empowered thanks to this Atomy. So when I actually think about what is my final goal in Atomy, I would say that it is really not just for me to become an Imperial Master, but for my mom and me to become Imperial Master and for us to be on stage together.
Do you have difficulties appealing Atomy to younger generations?
Yes, of course. I think one reason is because in Atomy we have daily necessities, and for younger generations like myself, we are not the ones actually purchasing those daily necessities ourselves, but rather the purchasing power lies in our parents. So that's the reason why it's pretty difficult to reach out to the younger generation to, even get to know about Atomy as a brand. So when I first started the Atomy business, when I was watching all the seminar videos, I got a tip that I should not be targeting my friends, but I should be talking to my friends' moms. So that was when I started to, when I talk to my friends about Atomy, I would just go up to them, do you know about Atomy? Can you introduce your mom to me? Then I can actually introduce the daily necessities brand that is more affordable, but of better quality than the supermarket ones. So that was like how I managed to have more consumers and how I managed to, grow my business as well.
Thank you for that, Master Yijin. We're just going to go on a quick break. We'll be right back.
To me, Atomy is really a big, big opportunity that came not just to my mom, but to me as well, because it is a business that I can do with my mom, and it allows me to spend a lot of time with my mom while doing the work as well.
You, who are passionate anytime, anywhere. If you want unchanging beauty, if you dream of an unchanging reputation, it's right here. Atomy Skincare System, the Fame. Because beauty always begins with a solid foundation. Loved worldwide beyond Korea, the Fame. There's a reason to be loved by so many people. With 10 years worth of technology, with a new material to lead a new myth. Protect your skin with honor. Unalterable, everlasting beauty. Atomy Skincare System, the Fame.
wanted to give you the world. Fresh. Hyper. Silky hydration.
Hydra Capture Microcapsule, Ultra Multivital, Beauty Power Advanced, Flower Water Base, Healer on Moisture.
All of this means awesome.
NutriCapsule Essence, Super Dual Step, Brightening Skin Boosting.
Yeah, awesome. Just awesome. But it's too long to say all this. Atomy Hydra Brightening Skincare. Hydra for moisturizing, brightening for lighter skin. Atomy Hydra Brightening Skincare Set. Your skin full of hydration and extra brightness. This will be your new favorite item.
Welcome back to Get to Know, which is going to be continuing our conversation with Sharon's master, Yijin. So Master Yijin, for our younger viewers out there, any tips or tricks on how to start the business?
So we live in the information era, and unlike the older generation of people doing the Atomy business, we tend to be more, we get easily access to the information, especially on the internet. So what I did was, because I couldn't appeal to them with experience, for example, I couldn't go to my friends' parents, friends' moms saying that, oh, this dish detergent is very good, I've been using it for years. I couldn't do that, right? So because I couldn't appeal to them in terms of experience, I decided to appeal to them in terms of the information, the amount of information that I have. So instead of just relying on the information that is readily available on the website, I went a step further. So for example, even for our vitamin C, I went into the research about what kind of vitamin C our vitamin C has, and what's the reason why we have to switch to this certain brand of vitamin C. And even for the dish detergent, what is the difference between the grades, the grade 1, grade 2? What is actually the advantage and disadvantages of using the grade 1 and grade 2 dish detergents? So instead of appealing to them as an experience, I left it to my mom to do it. So she would be the one telling them the experience. Oh, I use this dish detergent and it made my hand much more moisturized than before. Then I would go in and say, did you know that every year we consume about half a cup of dish detergent because it is not fully washed away? Yes, we do.
Oh, really?
So when you know this fact, then you will be cautious about the type of dish detergent that you use. So instead of using the grade 2 dish detergent from the shelf, you should be using grade 1 dish detergent from Atomy that you can even use to wash your fruits and vegetables. Which means to say, even if you were to consume them accidentally, it is not harmful to your body. So I decided to appeal to them more about the information that I have. So I did more research and I read more research papers, even just about dish detergent itself. I read many research papers to make sure that this is really the one that the moms can trust to use for their family members.
Master Yijin, what do you think, in your own words, the true value of Atomy?
I think the true value of Atomy is actually opportunity. So I was talking about my mom doing the Atomy business. For her, actually, she was not very well physically before. So she actually had to, go back to Korea for treatments. And I had years that I didn't have my mom for. So when she came back, she was feeling very weak and physically unwell. But she still wanted to, find something to do because, of course, like living in this era, like you wouldn't just want to be at home all the time. So she was looking for something to do, but there was not much opportunities for her out there who are, not physically well. So that was when my mom found out about Atomy business, and she decided to do it, as a business. And for me as a daughter, just like anybody else, just like anyone who encounters Atomy, I was not very acceptable about Atomy in the very beginning. So actually, my mom took about 1 year to convince me to actually, support her in doing the Atomy business. And the reason why I decided to support her and actually do the business together with her was because one day she just told me that The doctor also told me that, I can't really do much. I can't be looking for jobs. I can't be standing for too long. I can't even sit for too long. But for Atomy, it is really something that I can do. So she told me that she was feeling very, very happy that she now has an opportunity. She has something to do. So that was when I decided that instead of stopping her from doing it, I should actually support her to do it and actually bring her to achieve her goals and dreams in Atomy. So to me, Atomy is really a big, big opportunity that came not just to my mom, but to me as well, because it is a business that I can do with my mom, and it allows me to spend a lot of time with my mom while doing the work as well. So I hope that everyone, those in your 20s, in your 30s, no matter what age or background you are from, you have, I hope that when you come across this opportunity called Atomy, you would actually spend some time and effort to look into it. And actually, before deciding whether or not it is worth investing your time and effort in, I hope that you will really look into it and do more research about it, because that is what we can do, for our age. So I hope that everybody will see this as an opportunity, just like I did, and really achieve this success in Atomy as well.
Well, thank you for coming on to our show and making time for us today. For our viewers out there, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have a new Get to Know coming out next week, so see you all next time.